Y'all out there ride, nigga. Ride it. Hell yeah, ride, nigga. God, hell yeah, I'm sure shade tears with my because why? That's my brother best friend. My brother got 6 years in the state penitentiary. But when my brother got home and my brother asked me, nigga, tell me that shit not true, bro. My brother watched that goddamn video in the pen, nigga. My brother watched his best friend get buried on the fuck video in the pen, nigga. Y'all over here mad about Mo3 getting killed, nigga. That nigga took 5 of us with him, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about. Paralyzed 2 of my cousins and shit.
We gonna get straight into it.
The whole fallout really kicked off when Yella Beezy started getting close to Mo3's close friend Lil Bubba. And Lil Bubba wasn't just some dude in Mo3's circle. He was like real family. The one friend Mo3 felt he could trust no matter what. The one person who stayed loyal through the street chaos and the industry mind games. So when Yella Beezy pulled Lil Bubba into his crew, that hit Mo3 like a punch to the chest. To Mo3, it felt like straight betrayal, no way around it. That bond meant everything to him, and suddenly the one person he leaned on was hanging with the man he saw as his biggest enemy. That's where the tension officially snapped and started turning into something heavy, something nobody could just walk away from. From that moment on, the energy between Mo3 and Yella Beezy only got worse. What could have stayed regular rap competition turned into a real street situation. Mo3 couldn't shake the feeling that Yella Beezy had stolen the only true ally he had left, and that anger didn't fade. It grew louder, sharper, and more dangerous.
Man, look, bro, I'm on Saina where you be at. What you said, I'm on Saina at my daddy's shop. I'm where you be, nigga. You know where I'm at. I'm right up in here, nigga. You say you know all our hiding spots in the song. If we was hiding, you know where the spots at, right? What you at?
People close to him say Mo3 started moving different. He was watching Beezy's moves, keeping tabs, staying alert, always on edge like he was waiting for something to pop off. And according to folks tied to the situation, Mo3 didn't just stew in that anger, he acted on it. They say he was rolling through spots he thought Beezy might be at, waiting for a chance to catch him slipping. This wasn't...
So to me, it sounded like Mo3 was applying that pressure to Yella Beezy, and that's how all this stuff escalated. I don't want to say too much, man, but to me, you know, that's just what it sounds like. It sounds like Mo3 was applying that pressure to Yella Beezy, and you know, whatever the outcome is, we still ain't 100% sure yet, but we got something going on in this video, so y'all make sure y'all stay locked in.
Just rap talk anymore. It spilled from the internet to the streets, and once it hit the real world, things turned deadly serious. Some insiders even say Mo3 tried to create situations where a confrontation had to happen, spots where anything could jump off if the wrong look was exchanged. And the claims didn't stop there. People on the inside say Mo3 and his team allegedly made multiple moves to take Yella Beezy out the streets for good. We're talking about different attempts, different moments where Mo3's camp was supposedly hunting for a chance to end it all.
Now, if y'all don't know, it was this one time where I know for a fact that Yella Beezy got shot off in Texas, in Louisville. It was off the highway in Louisville. I can't remember the exact highway, but the crazy part is I used to stay literally, I was literally 5 to 10 minutes away from where the incident happened at. You know what I mean? So yeah, and they say that attempt right there came from Mo3. But I was literally 5 to 10 minutes away from where Yella Beezy got shot when he was in the hospital. He got shot in the, I think the arm or something like that. But yeah, it happened. It definitely happened.
But Beezy was lucky. Whether it was timing, security, or straight fate, he kept surviving.
Man, whoever got the motherfucking freeway blocked out need to get y'all shit together, dog. God damn. Can't get on the fucking freeway. And all got the freeway blocked out all the way on Pope, dog.
That's what Mo3 had, man.
That nigga took that nigga took like 5 of us with him before he died. So if y'all want to be honest, nigga, I don't give a fuck how none of y'all feel about my motherfucking cousins. And I'm telling you the truth. Nigga murdered my goddamn son, uncle. He only met him once.
Y'all been
Each close call, every failed attempt.
So y'all just heard that out of her own mouth, bruh. Mo3 was a real life shooter. Mo3 was a real life shooter. He was not nothing to play with. You know? Stay locked in.
Only made the feud more intense, with both sides feeling boxed in like they had to stay alert every minute. Then came 2018, the year everything almost exploded for real. Beezy got shot multiple times in a brutal attack that left him badly hurt. The streets immediately started pointing toward Mo3's side as the ones behind the hit, even though nothing was ever confirmed by law. Beezy was in critical condition, and people seriously thought he wasn't going to make it. But against all odds, he survived, and that survival turned the whole beef into a legend, the kind of Dallas story people whisper about, debate about, and never let die. For years, that shooting didn't cool anything down. It actually made the whole situation heavier, darker, and way more dangerous.
The situation between Yella Beezy and Mo3. Mo3 got on the track and bragged about shooting Yella Beezy multiple times. Bragged about killing Trapboy Freddy homeboys multiple times. So I understand his mom and friends want justice for him, but let's call a spade a spade. These was two street niggas beefing, amen?
After that night, both camps knew the feud had crossed a line nobody could erase. This wasn't about music pride or fading friendships anymore. This was turning into a real street war that could explode at any second, the kind of rivalry where loyalty gets tested hard and trust disappears fast. But things didn't just stay messy, they got worse. Yella Beezy wasn't about to sit back and ignore everything happening around him. Folks close to the situation said the pressure was so thick you could almost feel it sitting on your chest. By the time 2020 hit, the energy between the two sides was so far gone that nobody believed peace was even possible. Then came the day that shook Dallas to its core. Mo3 was shot and killed in a brutal attack that felt like something out of a crime movie. Broad daylight, on the highway, like someone wanted the entire world to see the message being sent.
Y'all let that dick ride it, nigga. Ride it. Hell yeah, ride it, nigga. Hell yeah, I'm sure shade turns with my nigga because why? That's my brother best friend. My brother got 6 years in the state fucking penitentiary. But when my brother come fucking home and my brother asked me, my nigga tell me that shit not true, bro. My brother watched that goddamn video in the pen, nigga. My brother watched his best friend get buried on the fucking video in the pen, nigga. Y'all over here mad about Mo3 getting killed, nigga. That nigga took 5 of us with him, nigga. Fuck y'all talking about.
I ain't gonna lie, she crying while she saying this. So to me, I almost believe it, bruh. I believe it, bruh. I believe Mo3 was letting him have it. You feel me? Every chance that he got, I believe he was letting him have it. You know what I mean? Cause she definitely ain't doing this for the internet. She crying, and she meaning what she's saying. So it's definitely not no internet play.
I told my cousins and shit.
The city froze, the culture froze, and social media exploded within minutes. Right away, rumors started flying everywhere. People all over Dallas and across the internet began claiming Yella Beezy had something to do with it. Their long feud made the storyline easy for folks to run with, and suddenly every old clip, every lyric, every interview, every side comment was being picked apart like evidence in a courtroom. Fans were hunting for clues, trying to decode whether Beezy was actually connected to the hit. Police never confirmed any of those claims, but that didn't stop the streets from talking loud. Online chatter kept pointing fingers, saying this was the payback Beezy had supposedly been waiting for. The narrative kept spinning whether the facts lined up or not, and nobody could slow the conversation down. For the culture, it was heartbreaking. Dallas lost one of its brightest stars, Mo3, an artist whose voice, emotion, and raw energy were already breaking through nationally. Fans kept asking themselves what could have happened if things played out different. They remembered the early days when everybody imagined Mo3 and Yella Beezy teaming up instead of tearing apart. They dreamed of tracks they could have dropped, tours they could have killed, the way they could have lifted Dallas even higher on the hip-hop map. Instead of becoming a legendary duo, the story twisted into something tragic, a tale of beef, misunderstandings, and bloodshed nobody wanted to witness. Some fans blamed the streets, Others blamed pride. Some said people around them should have stepped in and calmed things down before it hit the point of no return. But no matter how you look at it, the outcome stayed the same. The culture lost a real gem, a talent gone too soon, a reminder of how fast things turn dangerous when anger keeps growing instead of cooling off. Now everybody's left asking the same question. Do you think Yella Beezy had anything to do with what happened? Or was Mo3 caught up in a bigger world of street politics way beyond anything the public could see? Different people got different perspectives, and every angle paints a whole new picture of this story. Now, the city's buzzing all over again because of these fresh leak rumors dragging his name back to the center of everything. Folks on Twitter, Insta, YouTube, everybody's running up views on clips they swear show him near the scene, but nobody's pulling out solid evidence. Police haven't confirmed a thing. Freddy hasn't said a word, but the rumor mill doesn't care about facts.
Okay, now, not saying that you gotta be, not saying that you gotta be a scientist or something or nothing like that, or a full-blown, street, somebody in the streets, you know what I'm saying? But Trapboy Freddy was on the exact same highway when Mo3 was gunned down. He was on the exact same high. He was on, I want to say IG Live. I'm sure it's Instagram Live. He was on there. He was like, man, what's holding up all the traffic? You know what I'm saying? Somebody look like just basically saying like, what happened? Somebody that got, killed or something like that. And it just so happened he happened to be riding down the highway when it happened. Y'all get in the comments, man. Let me know what y'all think. I think Trapboy at any moment, any time, when this Yella Beezy case really get picking up, I think we're gonna have some answers that's gonna, that's gonna solve a lot of this, even more than what it is, than the guy that's locked up right now, because he ain't even been found guilty yet. He in jail for a whole nother charge. If y'all don't know that.
It cares about drama. Dallas rap fans are split down the middle. Some calling the whole situation all cap, others convinced that where there's this much smoke, something has to be real. With old beef, street politics, and online detectives turning tragedy into a non-stop debate, the whole culture can't stop watching every detail. People keep digging through old songs, pulling apart every lyric like they're decoding messages, pointing to bars they claim sound like warnings or victory talk. These theories get pushed even harder in comment sections, group chats, and those late-night online spaces where hundreds of people jump in just to argue about what really might have gone down. OGs from the neighborhood hop on live streams talking about how Dallas rap been a battlefield for years and how this murder turned quiet whispers into loud shouting. Bloggers keep chasing every crumb they can find, breaking down shaky footage and posting side-by-side comparisons of Freddy and random figures caught near the scene. Fans replay the clips over and over, hoping they catch something everyone else missed. Every new clip, every fresh screenshot just keeps the whole conversation spinning non-stop, with outsiders jumping in, insiders dropping slick comments, and the story refusing to fade away because the streets want answers right now. The whole culture is locked in, watching every single move like it's the next chapter of a real-life drama. The roots of this mess go way back, though. The real spark hit when Yella Beezy started getting close to Mo3's friend Lil Bubba. And Lil Bubba wasn't some random homie in Mo3's circle. He was like real family. He was the one friend Mo3 trusted through all the street chaos and industry tricks, the only person who never folded on him. So when Yella Beezy pulled Lil Bubba into his crew, that hit Mo3 in a way he couldn't shake.
The sad part is, right, is for that to only be the person for that to be the only person you trust. You trusted to go to some lady apartment, and that is how Mo3 eventually got caught lacking, because he chose to go, link up with a woman, do his little thing, and then, he got on the highway to head back to his own destination. In the midst of that, he ended up getting caught lacking. Now, they say that Mo3 had a gun, and there was a guy by the name, I want to say Rainwater, if I ain't mistaken, but I think it's his manager or something like that. And his manager ended up taking the gun out of the car. Now, this is allegedly, But this is also the stories that been out there, and Rainwater even got on some interviews and talked about it himself. So he took the gun out the car, and that's why when you see the video of Mo3 digging around in the car trying to, get his gun, he wasn't able to find it. And that's why he wasn't able to really do nothing besides take off running, that's why he got gunned down. He had no way of protecting himself, no way of defending himself, because what he thought he had was gone. So a lot of people think it's just a whole setup surrounding Mo3, and what he had going on. Y'all get in the comments and let me know what y'all think.
To Mo3, it felt like straight betrayal. That friendship meant everything to him, and suddenly the one person he counted on was seen chilling with the man he viewed as his biggest rival. That moment is where the tension really snapped and started turning into something heavy, way heavier than rap competition. From there, things between Mo3 and Yella Beezy just kept getting worse. What could have stayed simple rap rivalry turned into a full-blown street issue. Mo3 convinced himself Beezy had taken his only true ally, and that anger didn't fade. It built up slow, sharp, and dangerous. People close to them say Mo3 started moving different, watching Beezy's steps, keeping tabs, paying attention to every rumor, every move, staying ready in case something jumped off. And according to folks from the scene, Mo3 wasn't just thinking about it, he was acting on it. There were reports of him pulling up in spots where he thought Beezy might be, waiting for a chance to catch him slipping. The tension spilled right off the internet into the real world. Mo3 was determined to confront him face to face, and some insiders say he even tried to set up moments where things could get violent if the wrong look or word was exchanged. This wasn't rap back and forth anymore, it was personal and it was deadly serious. People claim Mo3 and his crew allegedly made multiple moves trying to take Yella Beezy out the streets for good. Different attempts, different run-ins, moments where Mo3's people were supposedly hunting for the right chance to finish it. But Beezy stayed lucky. Whether it was timing, security, or straight fate, he kept surviving every close call. Every missed attempt only turned the heat up even higher, with both sides feeling like they had to stay on point 24/7. Then 2018 hit, the year it almost ended. Yella Beezy was shot multiple times in a violent attack that left him badly injured. The streets immediately started pointing toward Mo3's side as the ones behind the hit, even though nobody ever got officially tied to it. Beezy was in critical condition, and people seriously thought he might not survive. But he did survive, against all odds, and that moment turned the beef into straight legend, the kind of Dallas street tale people whisper about, argue about, and never forget. And even after that shooting, things didn't cool down. If anything, the tension got heavier. After that night, everyone involved knew the feud had crossed a line that couldn't be undone. It wasn't about music pride, clout, or hurt feelings anymore. It was a real street war waiting to explode at any moment. A rivalry built on broken trust, tested loyalty, and a dangerous path that could have gone bad at any second. Now this time,
Y'all seen where them boys was catching up on Mo3 and to cut him off? Looked like I think they was in the Camaro and he was in a Chevy. Some Chevy with a Chevy Malibu or some type of car like that. Yeah, you could tell they was trying to catch that boy.
the whole situation turned even messier, and Yella Beezy wasn't about to let anything slide anymore. People close to what was going on said the tension was so thick you could practically feel it pressing on your chest every time their names came up. By the time 2020 hit, things were so far gone, there was no real path back to peace. Then came the day that shook the entire Dallas music scene to its core. Mo3 was shot and killed in a brutal mafia-style attack right in broad daylight on the highway. It was the kind of move that made it clear somebody wanted the world to see the message they were sending, loud and clear. The whole city froze in disbelief as the news spread like wildfire. Almost instantly, rumors started buzzing all across Dallas and blowing up online. People began claiming that Yella Beezy had something to do with the murder, and the talk spread fast because of their long, ugly public history of tension. Every out as fans tried to piece together whether Beezy was involved or not. Police never confirmed anything, but that didn't stop the streets and the internet from pointing fingers, claiming this was the moment Beezy had supposedly been waiting for. The narrative grew louder and louder because the feud had been front and center for years, and people were already primed to believe the worst. For the culture, it was a heartbreaking loss. Dallas lost one of its brightest stars in Mo3, a rapper whose voice, emotion, and energy were already breaking through nationwide. Fans couldn't stop thinking about how far he could have gone and what could have happened if things never turned dark. People remember the early days, back when everyone dreamed of Mo3 and Yella Beezy linking up one day, imagining tracks that could have changed the whole game for Dallas hip-hop. People talked about the songs they could have made, the tours they could have shut down, the way their combined energy could have pushed the city onto an even bigger stage. That dream flipped into a nightmare nobody wanted to see come true. Some fans blamed the streets, others blamed ego. Plenty said the people around them should have stepped in and cooled things down before it reached a point that couldn't be undone. But regardless of who you point at, the truth stays the same. The culture lost another gem, another talent taken way too soon. It's a reminder of how quickly things can turn deadly when pride, jealousy, and old grudges keep growing instead of getting handled.